Hi to all. Today we discuss about the spermatogenesis. So what is spermatogenesis? Formation of spermatozoa is called spermatogenesis. Formation of spermatozoa is called spermatogenesis. So these spermatozoa are formed in testes. These spermatozoa are formed in testes. Each vertebrate contains a pair of testes. Each vertebrate contains a pair of testes. So each testis is attached to the dorsal body wall with the help of mesorchium. Okay, this each testis attached to the dorsal body wall with the help of mesorchium. Mesorchium means it is a connective tissue membrane. It is a connective tissue membrane. The testis is formed thousands of minute tubules. So each testis is formed thousands of minute tubules. So these minute tubules are called seminiferous tubules. These seminiferous tubules are furtherly formed vasa differentia. These seminiferous tubules lead into vasa differentia. Here, these seminiferous tubules are separated by with the help of interstitial cells. It is completely a testis. So this testis is completely formed with the help of thousands of minute tubules. So these all minute tubules are called seminiferous tubules. So these seminiferous tubules are lead to form vasa differentia. Okay, so here these seminiferous tubules are separated by help of interstitial cells. Interstitial cells. It is the structure of testis. The entire process of spermatogenesis has two stages. One is the formation of spermatid, second one the spermiogenesis. So first one formation of spermatid, second one spermiogenesis. So now we can discuss the first one, formation of spermatid. So here the spermatid is formed from the epithelial cells of seminiferous tubules. So the germinal cells develop into spermatids. These germinal cells develop into spermatids. These are called primordial germ cells, which are developed as spermatids. That means which germinal cells are developed into spermatids, those are called primordial germ cells. Three phases are there: the conversion of primordial germ cells to spermatids. There are three phases are there: conversion of primordial germ cells into spermatids. First one multiplication phase, second one growth phase, third one maturation phase. First one multiplication phase. The primordial germ cells are larger in size and the nuclei are distinct. Primordial germ cells are larger and the nuclei are distinct. These primordial germ cells are go for the repeated mitotic divisions. Repeated mitotic divisions. These mitotic divisions resulting the cells are called spermatogonia. 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 That means which are the cells are formed due to the several mitotic divisions. Those cells are called spermatogonia. So each spermatogonium has diploid chromosomes. That means the chromosomes are present in 2n state. Next one, growth phase. So here spermatogonium size increases, so it is called primary spermatocyte. It is also present in the diploid state. That means 2n chromosomes are present. Third one, maturation phase. When the primary spermatocyte enters to the maturation phase, each cell divides by meiosis. This meiosis consists of two divisions, meiotic division 1, meiotic division 2. The first meiotic division produces two cells. The first meiotic division produces two cells which are having haploid number of chromosomes. These cells are called secondary spermatocyte. These cells are called secondary spermatocyte. Due to the first meiotic division, it produces two cells which are having applied number of chromosomes. These cells are called secondary spermatocytes. In second meiotic division, each secondary spermatocyte divides into two cells called spermatids. It is also contain haploid number of chromosomes. So due to the meiosis, this primary spermatocyte converted into four spermatids. These spermatids differentiated into spermatozoa. These spermatids differentiated into spermatozoa. So this is the first phase, that means multiplication phase. So here due to the mitotic divisions, several cells are formed. These are called spermatogonia. These cells are present in the diploid condition. Second one, growth phase. So here the cell growth will be increases. It is also present in the diploid condition. When these primary spermatocyte enters into the maturation phase, here each cell divides by meiosis. So here this cell divides by the meiosis, which are the cells formed due to the first meiotic division. Those cells are called secondary spermatocytes. In second mitotic division, these secondary spermatocytes divides into two spermatids. So here also we get two spermatids completely. Each primary spermatocyte is converted into four spermatids. It is about the first stage, formation of spermatid. Primary spermatocyte produce four spermatids. Second one, spermiogenesis. transformation of the spermatid into spermatozoon, it's called spermiogenesis. The spermatid contains nucleus, Golgi bodies, mitochondria, centrioles, etc. During the differentiation of the sperm, organelles undergoes several changes. Those are: 1. Nucleus gradually diminishes in its size by losing water. That means the nucleus size will be reducing due to the loss of water. And the second one, the chromosomes become concentrated or closely packed. These chromosomes are completely closed together, and all the chronic substances, nucleus and RNA disappear, and nucleus become elongated. So we can check what are the changes occurs in the Golgi bodies. In the Golgi bodies, these Golgi bodies are develop into the acrosome. These Golgi bodies develop into the acrosome in early spermatid. In early spermatid, these Golgi bodies are present in the form of membranous vesicles. Golgi bodies present in the form of membranous vesicles. These membranous vesicles are arranged around together. It is called vacuoles. These membranous vesicles are completely arranged around a group of vacuoles, and these small vacuoles are gradually fuse together and they form large vacuoles. These small vacuoles are completely fused together and they form large vacuoles. Now it is called acroblast. That means which are formed as large vacuoles. These are called acroblast. Inside the acroblast, a dense body is present. It is called proacrosomal granule, which is the dense body present inside the acroblast. It is called proacrosomal granule. This proacrosomal granule enlarges to form acrosomal granule. This proacrosomal granule enlarges to form the acrosomal granule, and this acroblast now called as acrosome. This acrosome forms the cap of the sperm. This acrosome forms the cap of the sperm, and this acrosome and nucleus both are fused together and they form head. Both these acrosome and nucleus both are fused together and they form head, and the remnants of the Golgi body degenerate and eventually get discarded. Next one, centriole. The centrosome of spermatid contains two centrioles. The centrosome of the spermatid contains two centrioles. These are called proximal centriole. Another one is the distal centriole. These proximal centriole present behind the nucleus, and also this distal centriole present behind the proximal centriole, and This distal centriole develops a filament-like structure called axial filament. Centriole means the centrosome of the spermatids contains two centrioles. One is the proximal centriole, another one is the distal centriole. This proximal centriole present behind the nucleus, and this distal centriole also present behind the proximal centriole, and this distal centriole develops a filament like structure called axial filament. The distal end of the axial filament free from the cytoplasmic sheath, it's called end piece. It's called end piece. It's about the centriole. Next, what is the changes occurs in the mitochondria? So mitochondria of the spermatid aggregated together to form large mass region in the centrioles. It is called mitochondrial cloud. Furtherly, this mitochondria forms the middle piece of the sperm. Mitochondria of the spermatid aggregated together to form a large mass region of the centrioles. It's called mitochondrial cloud, and also it helps to form middle piece of the sperm. Around the surface of middle piece, the cytoplasm forms a condensed sheath called manchet. So the middle piece, surface of the middle piece, cytoplasm forms a condensed sheath. It is called manchet. The cytoplasm flows backwards and forms a thin layer around the nucleus and middle piece and tail part. The cytoplasm flows backwards and forms a thin layer around the nucleus, middle piece and tail part. And when the spermatozoa are developing, their heads are embedded in cytoplasm of the Sertoli cells. These spermatozoa heads are embedded in the cytoplasm of the Sertoli cells, and also the tails are protruded in seminiferous tubules. These tails are protruded in the seminiferous tubules. When these spermatozoans are fully matured, that's time these cells are released and carried away by the ciliary movements of the lining of vasa efferentia to vasa deferens. Here, these spermatozoans are stored in the seminal vesicles. The sperms undergo several morphological differentiation in the seminiferous tubules of the testis. So here several morphological differentiation, they attain a typical structure of sperm, but this sperm do not possess the ability to fertilize the egg. So when they attain ability to fertilize the egg by a process called physiological ripening. When the physiological ripening of the sperms takes place in the epididymis while the pass through it. It is about the spermatogenesis. We are check once again. Formation of spermatozoa is called spermatogenesis. These spermatozoa are formed in testis and each vertebrate contains a pair of testes. So this testis is attached to the dorsal body wall with the help of mesorchium. So here these testes is formed thousands of minute tubules. These minute tubules are called seminiferous tubules and these seminiferous tubules are lead to vasa differentia and these tubules are separated with the help of interstitial cells. The spermatogenesis has two stages. One is the formation of spermatid and then one is the spermiogenesis. Formation of spermatid. Spermatid is formed from the epithelial cells of seminiferous tubules. These germinal cells develop into spermatids. It's called primordial germ cells. Here, three phases in the conversion of primordial germ cells into spermatids. So one is the multiplication phase, second one is the growth phase, third one is the maturation phase. Several mitotic divisions occurs in the multiplication phase. These which are the resulting the mitotic division, several cells are formed. These cells are called spermatogonia or sperm mother cells. Spermatogonia or sperm mother cells. Each spermatogonium as a diploid number, that means it present in the 2n chromosomes. And second one, growth phase. So here the spermatogonia size will be increases and also it is a diploid cell. And maturation phase, the primary spermatocytes when enters into the maturation phase, each cell divides by the meiosis. So here meiosis consists of two divisions. In the first meiotic division, it produces two cells. These are having haploid chromosomes and these cells are called secondary spermatocyte which are producing during the meiosis 1. These cells are called secondary spermatocyte. During the second meiosis, it divides into two cells called spermatids. The secondary spermatocytes furtherly divide into spermatids. So means each primary spermatocytes divides into or converted into four spermatids. Spermiogenesis, second one. So transformation of the spermatids into spermatozoan, it's called spermiogenesis. So each spermatid contains nucleus, Golgi bodies, mitochondria, centriole, etc. So during the differentiation of the sperm, several changes occurs. One is the nucleus gradually diminishes in size by losing water and the chromosomes become concentrated or closely packed. All the achromatic substances and nucleus and RNA is disappear and the nucleus become elongated. These Golgi bodies are developed into the acrosome. So in early spermatid, these Golgi bodies are present in the form of membranous vesicles. These membranous vesicles are arranged around a group of vacuoles. These small vacuoles are fused together and they form large vacuoles. These large vacuoles are called acroblast. So inside the acroblast, a dense body is present. It is called proacrosomal granule. The proacrosomal granule enlarges to form the acrosomal granule. And acroblast, now it's called acrosome, which is forms the cap of the sperm. And this acrosome and nucleus both are fused together and they form head, and the remnants of the Golgi bodies are degenerated. In centrioles, Centrosome of spermatid contains two centrioles. One is the proximal centriole, another one is the distal centriole. The proximal centriole present behind the nucleus and distal centriole present behind the proximal centriole, and the distal centriole develops a filament like structure called axial filament. This axial filament is free from the cytoplasmic sheath and it's called end piece. So these mitochondria of the spermatid are aggregated together to form large mass region of the centrioles. It's called mitochondrial cloud. Furtherly, it forms middle piece of the sperm. And spermatozoa are developing, their heads are embedded in cytoplasm of Sertoli cells and the tails are protruded in the seminiferous tubules. And when they are fully matured, that's the time these cells are released and carried away by the ciliary movement of the lining of vasa efferentia to vasa deferens. So the sperms undergo several morphological differentiation in the seminiferous tubules of the testis. During the morphological differentiation, they attain a typical structure of a sperm, but this sperm do not possess the ability to fertilize the egg. When it is attained, they attain the ability to fertilize egg by a process called physiological ripening. It's all about the spermatogenesis.